Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing another tag video because there seems to be a lot of those starting to circle up again and I really enjoy them. I just find them really fun and it's a good way for you to get to know me and me to get to know you, and it's just fun. I enjoy it. They're cheesy and they're quirky, but I love them. And today we are going to be doing the Writers Are Weird tag. Now I found this on Bethany Votaw's channel. I'm so sorry about your surname, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but she is an amazing author tuber and I will put her links in the description below. So these are 10 questions, just why writers are weird. So the first question is, do you have any bizarre internet searches, and if so, what is your weirdest one? Yes, I have many weird searches. My current book, series that I'm writing, is about demons, so probably the weirdest thing in my search history at the moment is demon symbols, rituals for summoning demons, that kind of thing. I've never actually attempted to summon anything, let it just be said. I've never actually attempted anything myself because I am a believer in the supernatural and stuff like that, and I've watched way too many horror movies to take my chances, so I'm just researching and just dabbling, not actually performing. So when I was doing some research, I was in a coffee shop. This was like sometime last year when I was researching for the first book, and I was just in my coffee shop just researching demons' names and from different religions and stuff like that, and then this poor little old lady was just sitting next to me on the table opposite, and I just glance over and she just happens to be looking at all this demon summoning shit that I'm researching, and she looked at me with genuine horror in her eyes and I had no response. I was just like, hi. God, I've never seen a woman change tables so fast in my life. Number 2, do you write any people that you don't like into your stories as villains or dumb people and kill them off? Admittedly, when I was really young, when I was first starting out, if I had like a mean teacher or a bully in school, then yeah, I might base a bully or a douchebag on them and have something bad happen to them. But honestly now, no, I really don't. I don't want to deal with them in my real life. Why would I want to deal with them in my fake fantasy life? I mean, there are times when I've made certain characters have traits of theirs, like, you know, a mean boss, or, you know, someone that you don't dislike but you'd rather not spend ages talking to. Just have little quirks like that. But no, I don't do that anymore. Why waste my time on them? Number 3, does personal hygiene sometimes come second to writing? No, I make a point to shower often and regularly because I work with children. If you smell, they will tell you, and 9 times out of 10 you will go into work and you will leave being covered in glitter or food or glue or some kind of art project. You need to keep clean. And also with lockdown and this day and age, it is really not wise to not pay attention to hygiene. So long and short of it, no, I make sure that I take care of myself as much as I can. Number 4, do you go on baby name websites to help name your characters? And honestly, yes I do. I used to be really big on every character must have a name that has a meaning, that relates to something in their personality or relates to a plot twist that's coming up. I used to spend ages and ages combing through websites like this for different names and meanings and origins and all stuff like this. But now I don't do it as much. I still go through baby name websites and stuff like that to check out if there's any, you know, unique names that have popped up, but I don't go into the meanings as much as I used to. Now I just comb through until I find something where I think, yeah, that suits you. Yeah, that fits well. I like to go for names that can be shortened as well, just because it adds a bit more of like a personal touch. Like one of my characters is a very cheeky chappy, but then he's got a name like Theodore and he hates it with a passion, but you know, he's like, yeah, you know, Theo, that's short and cool, I like Theo. But then, you know, someone pulls out the Theodore card and he's just like, ugh. So that's like, that seems to fit. So yeah, I don't do it as much as I used to, but I still do. Number 5, do you have a list of actors and actresses that would play your characters if you had a movie adaptation of your book. I do not know. I don't know, I've seen like actors in TV shows and I think, okay, you know, if they were a little bit younger or if they were a little bit older, then they might work. But no, I don't have a list. I don't have a list. Number 6, have you ever stared at a stranger because they look like one of your characters? Oh my god, yes. So this was back when I was working in Claire's Accessories, because I can say the name now because I'm not working there, and that particular shop that I was working in has closed down, so you know, no one's at risk there. When I used to work in Claire's Accessories, some people used to come in all the time for like ear piercing and stuff like that, and there was a point where this gorgeous woman walked in and I had to do a massive double take because I thought she was one of my main characters, and I was just there like, and she's like, oh hi, can you get my ears pierced? I'm like, sure, you know, and as she was filling out the form to get her ears pierced, I was like, you know, double checking the name to make sure that, you know, some weird Twilight Zone thing hadn't happened. Obviously it hadn't, but it took me by surprise. Yes, I have seen many of my characters walking around and it is terrifying. Number 7, do you ever talk to yourself to help you get through certain scenes, and if so, where do you talk to yourself? I am talking to myself right now. Obviously I'm talking to you guys, but there's no one else in the room with me right now. But obviously this doesn't count. But kind of, maybe. I will sometimes talk out loud to myself if I'm like, you know, when you go into like the Sherlock Holmes like mind palace, that okay, so I've just done this scene and I need to move this over here. Person needs to be over here. You know, I do talk to myself, and I use my hands a lot as well. Mostly it's when I'm home in a room on my own that I'll just be like, okay, so I've just done this bit. I talk to myself when I'm writing stuff down as well, because I'm more of a scribbler. I like to just get everything that is in my brain written down on the page so that I have everything there in front of me and I can move it around as I wish. But I do sometimes talk to myself while I'm writing these notes, just to be like, okay, so you've just written this, is something else you've forgotten? There might be something, yes, I've forgotten this bit, so, you know, big arrow, like, okay, this needs to go here. Just stuff like that. I don't really, you know, walk around the room like, have you ever seen the film The Man Who Invented Christmas, where he full-on visualizes the characters in the room with him and he acts out scenes like a one-man band kind of thing? I'm not that level. Although that is a very good film if you ever want to watch it. Number 8, while writing, do you ever make the same expressions that your characters are making? Yes, but I'm very oblivious to it. There'll be, like, Tom calls me out on it all the time. I'll be there writing and he'll just be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, you're looking at your laptop like it's just insulted you. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. So I do, when I'm writing, like, you know, an intense scene, I do get more like intense when I'm writing, but there have been times when I've started tearing up because of something that's writing. That's not me saying that, oh yes, my writing will move you to tears. It's just you do get caught up in the moment inside your own character's head. So I do sometimes mimic them, but I have to be called out because I'm very rarely aware that I'm doing it. Number 9, do you ever practice interview questions in case you make it big? And no, I do not. I don't have a lot of confidence in myself, so I don't know if I'm ever going to make it big, but I'm still just enjoying the process of doing all this. So no, I don't practice interview questions. It just feels really cheesy to me. I mean, why? You don't know what you're going to be asked. Finally, number 10. Do you have a soundtrack or a playlist that helps get you through certain scenes in your books or your book in general? Not really, no. I don't know, I have some songs that play on my Spotify that I think, yeah, that would work for this scene, or oh, that's a good song for this character, but I don't put together a soundtrack or anything like that for my book, because the song moves faster than I'm able to write, and sometimes it can take me a long time to write scenes, and I don't want to be stuck listening to the same things over again. It just feels very tedious to me. I can understand why people do it to like get in the zone, and when a song does come on that I feel fits the scene that I'm writing, I do find myself writing a little bit faster, but I just don't have the patience to make an entire soundtrack or playlist for that one scene. It just doesn't fit me, but I do have my Spotify playing on in the background, and then, like I said, when a song does come on that I think fits it, you get in the zone. Mostly it's either Spotify or random YouTube videos on in the background to keep me sane while I'm writing. So that is it for the Writers Are Weird tag challenge video. I had a lot of fun. Writers really are weird. We have a lot of weird habits. I might do another video at some point which goes into more details about my personal weird habits, because I have a few. I'm a very strange individual and I will be the first to admit it, and I am not shy about it. Right now. If I was in front of people, I'd be very shy about it and hiding away because social anxiety is fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for watching, and now I challenge you to join in this tag. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you are just smashing your writing projects, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, my scribblers.